Hello everybody, this is me George and you're watching Turbo Nothing channel. Today I'm going to make my 300 subscribers special video. To say a big thanks to you and show some appreciation, I'm going to share with you how I make home pizza from start to finish with the closest to professional results at home, with nothing extra and nothing special, just a normal home cooking oven and normal ingredients that can be found anywhere, but with professional results you will have in a pizza restaurant with pizza oven or stuff like that. Thank you very much, 300 of you, it's really a lot, I really appreciate it. Maybe at 500 subscribers I can do another special, you can suggest me what this should be. Thank you very much once again, and let's start making the pizza. I forgot to introduce you to one of the greatest parts in my life. This is my cat Mitzi, and he's really glad and thankful as well that you are supporting us together, because if you are supporting me, you are ultimately supporting him as well. For baking the dough, we will need 10 grams fresh yeast, salt, 10 grams water, 300 grams flour, 500 grams, and a pan. Ideally non-plastic pan for mixing the dough mixture. I always start with making the yeast, with melting the yeast itself first. I know that there are some of you which will be frustrated on the way that I'm doing it, but I always melt my yeast and adding the salt together. Usually they're added in two separate parts, but I do it at once, because this is how to make the best pizza and the most professional pizza at home. This is not professional pizza. Mixing it together, melting the yeast till it's perfect and there are no parts of the yeast in your hands, so you can see how it's clear and there is no yeast parts, there are no particles of yeast floating around. Just to be sure, mix it some more, and then you add the 500 grams of flour. I usually do it all at once, but for this video, because I know that not every of you will be that advanced, I will add the flour in two parts. Usually I am adding it in one part and just making a big mess. But in this video I'm going to show you an easier way, which is not this dirty and which is not messing everything up. You can be assured that the dough will be good. And then add the next half of the flour. This part will go harder. I will be harder with the mixing, because now the dough will start to get stronger and it will be more tough, so don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and go all in and really squeeze that mixture, otherwise it won't be that good. Go for it, squeeze it really well, make sure that you are collecting all the leftover flour that it's in the pan, in the mixing pan. You have to assure that everything is in your mixture, in your dough. You want the dough to get all the ingredients exactly as you have weighed them, otherwise you will fail. So I will repeat: 500 grams of flour, 300 grams of water, 10 grams of fresh yeast. Remember that it's fresh yeast, not any yeast. It's only fresh yeast, and 10 grams of salt. So make sure that you are collecting all the leftovers in the pan, which are a bit tougher to take than to get all of the dough from your hands back into your main dough, and then you will continue mixing it. This is the most non-messy way of making pizza dough at home, in the most professional way. So I will be glad to hear from you guys which one from you tried it and have you succeeded, or you just made a big mess at home and nothing happened really. And maybe critique or comment with what I can improve my home recipe. Once I'm finished, I'm adding the dough to the table and continuing to mix it harder this time to ensure that it is well mixed. I'm adding really big amount of pressure. You can see it on my hands that I am really pushing myself, and you can hear it through my voice that it's kind of hard at the moment. Whew. Yeah, it's a nice fun exercise of making pizza dough at home. Okay, once I am ready, I love to smash my dough a few times so it can get softer, and now it's ready to rest. And I will make a nice ball of the flour of the dough itself. I will add it back into the pan, and now we are going to wait till it rises. Give a like if you liked it by far, and we will continue when this baby rises. Through the magic of editing, it's 2 hours later. After the dough gets twice as big, measure around 200 grams of dough to make your balls. So I don't measure it, I just cut something which looks around 200 grams, which is like that. Take your piece that you cut and make nice ball to prepare to roll it. I know that many of you people will be really pissed that I am going to use a roller, but since not everybody can stretch pizza dough, I will use this roller because my idea of this video is for everyone which is watching it to be able to repeat the same results. I'm adding a pinch of flour in order for the dough to not stick. Like that. Once I've added the flour, I am stretching the dough in 2 directions. One is in a You are adding your oven to its max temperature, and you're preheating it both from the bottom and from above, and you're waiting around 10ish minutes for it to get really warm. The trick hides in the baking of the pizza. The cooking itself is in the oven, and the home ovens are really not designed to bake a pizza dough in the way that in the pizza ovens in the restaurants is done. Once your oven is really warm enough for it to bake dough, you can take your dough in one hand, open the oven and place it inside naked. You can arrange it. Sorry guys for not making it the perfect circle, but it's really hard from this angle to be done this way. Also, if you noticed that it's a bit dirty, but I am celebrating as well 300 subscribers, so I've done quite a lot of pizzas today. And this is the baking process. You first bake it from the bottom side. This is the very big secret of how you're making pizza at home in a perfect way. Once I bake it from the bottom, I will add the toppings and the sauce and all the good things. But for now we are with the baking part, and it's good if you have a wooden tool like this. I don't know what is this called, spatula I think, I'm not entirely sure, but definitely it's not a wooden spoon. After a few seconds you're opening, you're watching how it is from the bottom, and you want for the dough to be cooked or real from the bottom. This is the key. If it's not entirely cooked, it will have a very bad taste. When you are closing, and waiting. After the dough is baked, you are taking it and adding it on a surface that will withstand the heat. It should look like this from under. You are closing the oven and you are turning the knob to be on the maximum grill heat from the top side of the oven, and you're going from the other side to add the sauce and the toppings and all the good stuff. You will need a spoon and tomato paste, and you're adding an adequate amount of tomato paste, and you're spreading it with your spoon. After that I will add some salami. In this case I use chorizo. I really love chorizo on pizza, so I will add it in a nice arrangement. One of the tricks in making pizza is to add the most adequate amount of ingredients, and don't overdo it, because if you overdo it, if it has too much products, will be not tasty, and if it has too less, it will be also not tasty as well. The next tool that you will need is a cheese grater, and preferably mozzarella. If you have fresh is better, and 1 second or third or 4 cheeses, it depends really on you, but in this case I use mozzarella and Emmental as my 2 cheeses. And because I don't have source from where to buy fresh mozzarella, I am going to grate it with my cheese grater, and also this way of showing you how to grate, how to add your cheeses will be available for everyone at the same quality. So you're taking them, taking the grater by pasting your hand here, and from a little bit higher you're starting to grate your cheese. I really love to have lots amount of cheese, as I'm usually exercising almost every day. I don't know if you guys, when you're watching my videos, you can see that I'm exercising, because I always wear my favorite color hoodies. I add really lots amount of cheese, because the cheese contains protein, and every time I eat I really look to have some high amounts of protein in my food, so I can stay strong and record even more videos for you guys. If you like this video by far and you think that it's really fun, you can always like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Okay, next step is to add the leftover cheese into the pizza itself, and it's ready now. I've preheated the top side of the oven now, and my pizza is ready to be added on the grill top of the oven. How this process is done? By taking the grill itself and sliding the pizza above on it. It's already baked on the bottom, so it's really matter of just baking the above things and the above part of the dough, and it's really done. It's me again from another angle. This is how you've added your pizza, and you really want to add your pizza into the end of the grill, because there the pizza will be hot the most. Okay, you can see from closer that pizza is baking, and you should constantly monitor it.
A few moments later.
Do you see? It's more raw from one side and more baked from the other. So I will get the pizza out, take it from here and just roll it on the opposite side. Then take it again. Okay, checking it once again. Let's see if it's done. Okay, our pizza is pretty much done. So we can have it above. Once your pizza is ready, really ready, you can add on something wooden in order to not sweat from under. And of course, what is the best way to cut your pizza is by using pizza knife or pizza cutter. I will use pizza cutter, okay? So I like that. It should look like this, nicely done, with melting cheeses on top of it. Pizza is done, now it's the taste test. 300 subscribers special homemade pizza taste test. It's warm. It's really good. I really nailed it. Don't forget that we are near 500 subscribers, and at 500 subscribers I'm going to make my next subscriber special, so you can always add comments down there with requests. What do you want to see for the 500 subscriber special? For example, draw my life, maybe another pizza, maybe something else cooked, or one day in my life, or how do I exercise, or stuff like that, or just special game that you guys request. And this is it. Like, subscribe and comment if you like this kind of videos. And till the next one, bye bye!